What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel, and for today's Yu-Gi-Oh news video, we have yet two more archetypes that are getting support in the next card set known as Photon Hypernova, and those two archetypes are Springans and the last archetype you would ever see, Abyss Actors. Now you guys know that Abyss Actors did not get any new support until like I think it was like Legendary Duelist White Dragon Abyss. So it's been quite a while, and I'm very curious about it because Abyss Actors really didn't really win any YCS. I mean I know that they got a few tops. Since the new support came out in White Dragon Abyss, but other than that, really didn't. It's really become more of a anime based like rogue deck, if you will, so to speak. But I'm very curious about what cards are going to be in the set, because I'm assuming that we might get cards that could actually make the deck meta, which is a possibility, but only time will tell. But before we get started with this video, if you guys enjoyed the video and you guys want to see more Yu-Gi-Oh news videos, which get posted every Tuesday and sometimes on weekends, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, follow me on all my social media. Links will be in the description, as will the info to my fan mail. If you guys want to send fan mail, the info will be in the description as well. Let's kick it off, obviously, with the new Abyss Actor support. Obviously, Silvio Salvatore is making a comeback tour, I guess you could say, and we are kicking things off with Abyss Actor Liberty Dramatist, which is a 4-star Dark Fiend Pendulum with 1500 attack and defense, and its pen scale is 8. And its pen effect is a once per turn, which reads: when a monster declares an attack, you can discard one card, special summon this card to your opponent's field. So this is sort of like a creature swap. So this is sort of like a creature swap at the cost of discarding a card, which I think its monster effect would trigger. Excuse me. Oh, I guess not. But I mean, it's not too bad. But are you really gonna be summoning this card to your opponent's field? I mean, all it's gonna do is just fuel them to go into a rank 4. I mean, that's all it's gonna do. So why would you wanna? Why? Just why? Why? Anyway, that being said, its monster effect, both of its monster effects are once per turn, which the first effect reads: if this card is special summoned from the Pendulum Zone, this card's owner reveals 3 Abyss Script spells from their deck. Their opponent randomly picks one of them for this card's owner to set to their field, but it is destroyed during the end phase. Also the rest are shuffled back into the deck. So this effect is sort of like a really bad pot of duality, but the only thing though is that instead of adding it to your hand, you're setting it to your board, to the field, which, I mean, it's okay, but if you're not using it, if you're unable to use it, then what's the point of triggering the first effect? Simple, right? The second effect reads: if this card is destroyed, you can shuffle one Abyss Script spell from your grave into the deck. So, I guess it recycles one back into the deck. Honestly, I don't know what the hell Konami was thinking with this card. This card sucks. This card sucks because with the Pendulum effect, it would have to tie with be in cohesion, I guess you could say, if that makes sense, with the monster effect, but it can only work in mirror matches. Which, are you really going to be seeing? Are you really going to be in an Abyss Actor mirror match? Really? Really? I wouldn't want to anyway. But anyway, next up we have Abyss Actor Super Producer, which is a Dark Fiend Link 2 with 1600 attack, and its arrows are bottom left, bottom right, and requires 2 monsters, including a Fiend monster. So I guess it's sort of generic, but you're most likely going to be using this in Abyss Actors. Unless if you ran like a small like Abyss Actor package in like a Fiend base deck, like say like I guess maybe the Live Twin deck, maybe. I don't know. Honestly, I never really thought about it, honestly. Anyway, so the effect is a once per turn, which reads: during the main phase as a quick effect, you can target one face-up card you control, destroy, then you can apply one of these effects. Place one Abyss Playhouse Fantastic Theater from your deck in your field zone. Place one Abyss Actor Pendulum monster from your deck in your Pendulum zone. I mean, to be fair, this is one of the more better combo extenders for the whole deck. In fact, I think this is the only extra deck monster of its kind for the Abyss Actors. I don't think we ever got any fusions, no synchros, no nothing for the archetype. So let's see. Let's see, Abyss Actor. Yeah, I was right. The only 2 we got were Hyper Director and Super Producer. So Hyper Director, let's see what it does. Let's see here. It's a Dark Fiend Link 1 and requires one Abyss Actor Pendulum monster, which its arrow is straight down, and it has 800 attack. The effect reads you can target one card in your Pendulum zone. Special summon it. Then place one Abyss Actor Pendulum monster with a different name from your deck or face-up extra deck to your Pendulum zone. And you cannot normal or special summon monsters for the rest of their turn except Abyss Actors. You can only use this effect once per turn. Okay, I mean, again, this card and Super Producer are like the main like combo extenders, I guess you could say, for the whole deck. So that's actually not too bad. I gotta admit. So this is more so. Obviously, with Super Producer, again, it's more of a combo extender, so you can go into your so you can go into your access code talker to be able to just pop off right then and there, which isn't too bad. It's not that bad, I gotta admit. But next up we have Abyss Actor's Dress Rehearsal, which is a normal spell. And let's see here, it reads: at the start of your main phase, add one Abyss Actor card and one Abyss Script spell from your deck to your hand, and you cannot pen summon monsters for the rest of the turn after this card resolves, except Abyss Actors. Okay, so this is basically Rhoda. That's it. It's Rhoda. That's all it is. Not much else to say about that. Let's see here. There's a note underneath that says the Japanese version of this card's name was Wasaigo. I probably butchered that one, so I do apologize. Japanese made-up loan words derived from General Probe, a final rehearsal performed under the same conditions as the live performance, with the same stage, costumes, etc. It's German for thorough training. Okay, I mean that's a nice little history lesson, I guess you could say. And then next up, and then the last of the Abyss Actor support, we have Abyss Script Dramatic Story, which is a normal spell, and it has 2 separate effects. And the first effect reads target 1 Abyss Actor Pendulum monster you control. Excuse me. Special summon 1 Abyss Actor Pendulum monster with a different name from your deck. Then either place that target in your pendulum zone, or destroy it. I mean, it's a nice little, like, it's a pretty cool, it's a pretty cool, party trick, you know, to be able to, to just pop, just combo off, and then just end it with the Abyss Actor Link 1 and Super Rehearsal. That's actually not too shabby, I gotta admit. The second effect reads, the second effect, I can't speak, reads, if the set card in its owner's control was destroyed by an opponent's card effect, and you have a face-up Abyss Actor or Pendulum monster in your extra deck, you can return up to 2 cards on the field to the hand. So it's basically a double compulse, which, it's not too bad, but there are so many better cards than just that one alone. So, but it is what it is. But next up, we got some Spriggan support for all of you Spriggan players out there. First up, we have Gigantic Champion Sargus, which is a rank 8 Fire Machine Exceeds with 2800 attack and 1500 defense, and it requires 2 or more level 8 monsters. And it says, once per turn, you can also Exceed summon this card by using 1 Spriggan's Exceeds monster you control. Transfer the materials to this card. You can only use the... Oh, okay, so both of its effects are once per turn, and the first effect reads, if this card has material, you can add 1 Springans or Therion card from your deck to your hand, which, we all know, it's a Stratos. It's basically an extra deck Stratos, which is pretty cool. I'm not even gonna say anything else about it, except that it helps search your deck out for what was the one? I can't even remember. I don't remember the card name. But it's the one that can help you extend into I think an end board with Appaloosa and Access Code, if I remember correctly. I don't remember, honestly, if I'm gonna be perfectly honest. But still, it's pretty cool. The second effect reads, if an Exceeds monster is detached, you can target a card on the field and either destroy it or return it to the hand. So it's basically either a compulse / MST / trap hole of sorts, which that ain't too bad. Not much else to say about that. Next up, we have, oh god, Tally-Ho Springans. Yeah. I know exactly what you're thinking. That's the name of the card. I'm actually looking at it right now. I'm on the laptop, and it says Tally-Ho Springans. I don't know who the hell came up with that name, but who am I to bitch about it, right? But anyway, it's a quick play spell, and both of its effects are once per turn. And it also says, when you activate this card, you can also detach up to 3 materials from your Exceeds monsters. Alright, that ain't too bad. The first effect reads, add 1 Springans monster from your deck to your hand, then if you detach any materials, you can, when you activate this card, you can special summon the same number of Springans monsters from your hand and or graveyard. So with this one effect alone, it's a Rhoda Cyber Rev system, which is just absolutely nuts. So with Cyber Rev system, with the Cyber Rev system effect, instead of summoning from the hand, you're summoning from the deck. So it's like a much more better version of Cyber Rev system, which is pretty cool. The second effect reads, if this card is in your graveyard, you can target 1 Exceeds monster on the field. detach a material from it, and if you do, add this card to your hand. So this is definitely an easy 2 of, because if you run 3, you're gonna end up bricking, and you're not gonna be able to, and you'll be losing materials left and right. So it's best to have this at 2. And what's even more crazy about Sargus is that if you have let's say, I'll say 6 monsters, 6 level 8s, that basically gives you about what? That gives you what? 7 materials for Zeus, activate Xyz's import, and then that basically gives you 4 board wipes off of Zeus. Which, that's just too good, guys. That is just too good. And now for the last card for today's video, we have Gigantic Thunder Cross, which is a normal trap, which is a once per turn, and reads: target monsters on the field and or in the graveyards equal to the difference between the number of both players' banished cards. Banish them, then your opponent can special summon 1 monster from their deck. I mean, to be fair, you're basically extending their plays, but I mean, at least you're able to force their hand by having to use what was like a royal decree. I think you would have to run to stop this card. I don't know. Honestly, Springans, I think they've. I think the deck is past their prime, because to be fair, the Springans / Therion deck is like, right now it's like tier 3. It's not even, it's good, but it's missing some key. It's missing some more key cards, and I think one of the key cards that it's missing is I would probably have to say a link monster that can help facilitate facilitate the board, into making your board even better. Which, that's just my opinion anyway, but honestly, these cards are just so weird. But I want your guys' opinion on this. Let me know in the comments below. Answering the question of the day, what are your guys' thoughts on the new Abyss Actor support and the new Springans support? Let me know down in the comments below. And that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more Yu-Gi-Oh news videos, which get posted every Tuesday and sometimes on weekends, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all my social media. The links will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.